What's up, guys? It's your boy Frag-Jitsu here. We're going to take a look at this Statik Olfactive sample set. Again, I was very impressed when at first glance here, but I did not smell these yet. This is going to be just a 5 sample kind of speed run. I'm going to take my time with these. I really want to kind of sink into them. The reason that I got this is twofold. The reason that I got this set, it got suggested to me by a guy named Igor, a new fragrance friend of mine in the online communities. Igor's in my comments and Igor's in a fragrance group, and he gives me a lot of great recommendations so far. We have a lot of good dialogue on fragrances and it's enjoyable. So he said Statik Olfactive. He sent me the link and I grabbed this. This was a $35 sample set, and I think it's actually one of those really great products, like on its own as a sample set, a very good product. $35, guys, is like the sweet spot for these sample set prices, and they get you pretty much a good amount of fragrance here. I don't know what the sprayers are going to be like, but it's nice. It's got a good feel to it. It's got this magnetic kind of latch on it. Yeah, it's just nice. It's well done. It's kind of like that gold standard. And within the sample set, you have these cards with descriptions, write-ups, all different art and fonts, and it tells you an old blurb about every single perfumer. So 2 of these were done by a perfumer named Paul Kyler, and that's the second fold reason why I got this set. He made Rhinoceros as well as Panda, and those were 2 of the zoologist fragrances that I wanted to get. Out of all of the ones I smelled, I just gravitated towards those without knowing it was that perfumer. So now that I'm aware that that perfumer is, capable of making stuff that really resonates with me, I find that 2 of them are in this. So things kind of just came together, and this ends up in my lap for, multiple good reasons. So we're going to do a little first impressions here. I'll read a little bit of the lore off of these cards. So the ones that I think I'm going to like, Dead or Alive. This looks like a Western kind of, just a really imaginative, like fantasy Western scent, like really deep into the fantasy realm of Western, really like textbook Western kind of lore style of smell. So we got like whiskey, tobacco, gunpowder. Yeah, you already got me with those 3. Castoreum, which is like an animalic. Castoreum accord, saddle leather. So you got this like really cowboy kind of smell that probably is really fun. And then there's a gourmand in here called Crème De Menthe Café. I like gourmands. I'm a little bit weird with mint chocolate chip, but this one is promising to be some kind of a mint chocolate chip coffee thing. It looks really exquisite. If you look at the breakdown of the notes, I would literally like eat most of these notes. You have peppermint, chocolate, mousse, frothed cream, coconut milk, coffee, 2 kinds of coffee, orange, milk, coconut, bourbon, vanilla, chocolate. I mean, I would eat most of these things. I literally would eat most of the stuff that's in this. So I don't know. I might have to taste test that and drink the whole sample as well, just to make sure it's not some kind of really good dessert. Just like, might have to try that. Might have to drink it. Paul Kyler has 2 of them in this set, and that is my number 1 reason that I got this so fast. He sent it to me, and I said, all right, I see this guy's the perfumer on 2 of these. So we have a Jasmine Tea fragrance called the Forbidden Temple, and we have Finding Forbidden Love. Now, I think these are not a similar kind of mix down to Rhinoceros and Panda. Maybe similar to Panda, but Rhinoceros is more brash, masculine, kind of its own thing. It's got a very distinct identity. It's a little bit weird, I'd say, but I really like Rhinoceros. That's the same perfumer, Paul Kyler. So he made 2 light ones in this set. I'm not really sure what to expect. So without any more delay, we're going to get started right away. So I'm just going to start with the first one I pull out, and we'll take it from there. Into the Wild. So this one I am the least excited for. I don't smell anything off the cap, so I have no foreshadowing going into this. Now, a lot of these fragrances, guys, you want to give them a full wear before you judge them. So just take this as a grain of salt, whatever I say here. Just an opinion, a really shallow first impression opinion. But I'm really going to try to capture my experience with it. So let's go. 1, 2, good sprayers on these. So that's already the first thing I noticed. The sprayers are really good. Oh, this is really nice. This is like a vetiver kind of thing. Holy smokes. Wow. This is giving me Pinewood vibes. This is Into the Wild. So let's do a little look at this. So what I'm going to get before I even look at the notes. This is amazing. This is like somewhere between Green Irish Tweed, a lot of the Pinewood fragrances that I sampled. There's got to be a vetiver or some kind of grassy masculine thing. This is stunning. Into the Wild is everything that I wanted from that Pinewood sample experience. amplified, and it has a green Irish tweed, smooth, sweet, kind of appealing laundry style of smell mixed in with this natural outside air smell, and it's really amazing. Oh my goodness, Into the Wild, wow. Now I picked these 5 samples because Igor just recommended them. I said, Igor, tell me which 5 to try because this house has a lot. Statik Olfactive has a bunch of offerings, and wow, this first one is coming out swinging really hard. Yeah, I would almost always get this over Green Irish Tweed at this point. This is better than Green Irish Tweed, and I know that's really controversial and it's a big smell, but right off the rip here, it's a more interesting version of it. It has the same exact profile where it's competing with that for the same use case for sure. But wow, this is really, really good. So let's take a look at this. We have an ozone accord, spruce, which is like a evergreen tree, cypress, 2 kinds of cypress, a smoke accord, which I don't really pick that up. The green leaf, I get that. Violet leaf, yeah. Maybe that's that kind of semi-aquatic, soapy-ish kind of floral. You got honeysuckle accord. I'm not really sure what that smells like. And there's a bunch of woods, some patchouli, little castoreum absolute that says ethically sourced, and civet absolute that also says ethically sourced. And it is comprised of 76% natural materials. So wow, this is really, really high ends right here. This is a hit. I would get a bottle of this right off the bat. Very highly rate this one. I'd have to give this like a 8.5 to a 9. This is like really, really high territory. I'd have to wear this, and I feel like it's a masculine, easy, clean dry down. I know I read that it has some like animalics in it, but no, that's not really prominent here. This is really good. Into the Wild, guys. Wow. What a knockout. For a signature scent killer, too, that will take over all the signature scents. And I would get rid of a lot of them. That's really, really good. Wow. And I have a fresh nose, so maybe that's why it's like really, really overwhelmingly good. It's like the first thing I've smelled in a while. Let's go straight into Dead or Alive. So Dead or Alive is that Western one. It's got that promise of being some kind of lawless Wild West fragrance with like saloons and cowboys and all kinds of gunpowder and stuff. We got whiskey, tobacco, gunpowder, desert grit, hay, tumbleweed. This just makes me smile. It makes me kind of like laugh a little bit, but this, I have a feeling, is going to be a very serious fragrance. It has a sweat accord and amber in the base. So this is going to be a leathery, tobacco, ambery. Who knows what the hell is about to happen. Let's go 2. 1, 2. Oh yeah, right off the bat. Very, oh, okay. Yeah, this is another really well done, unbelievable fragrance. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Multifaceted. Really, really tough to explain. It reminds me of some of the leathery animalic stuff that's out there, but it's really high end. Kind of reminds me of like a sweet leather with, yeah, I get the animalics and the sweat accord coming through for sure. Not in a pissy way, but in like a animalistic way, like in a almost sweet musky way where it kind of gets a little bit offensive, just a touch. It has this sweet kind of brown, glowy kind of smell to it. Definitely amber in the base for sure, built into this really, really complex fragrance actually. Really high end, high quality, a lot of texture here, a lot of things you can kind of sink into. There's a lot of there's a lot of dimensionality to this fragrance. It's a leathery centric fragrance for sure. It reminds me of a few things that I've smelled, so I'd have to go toe to toe with a bunch of stuff that's out there that I've smelled before. But I don't know, this also has a bit of redundancy to what I have already, Lone Star Memories, but this and Lone Star Memories from Andy Tower, I feel like they would clash as a almost redundant. They're similar, but I feel like this one has more leaned into the living end of the components, where this one leans into the leathery, animalic, brown smells more than Lone Star Memories does. Not to do a full comparison, but you guys who have smelled that, you have a comparison here. This is more nuanced than I think Lone Star Memories is. It reminds me of something from Beaufort too. It might remind me of Iron Duke, actually, now that I think about it. Something in that range, for sure. Some of the leathery stuff from Zoologist too. I think Rhino has a leathery aspect, but there's Camel too that has like an opening. The opening of Camel reminds me of this a little bit. Yeah, this has that punchy kind of leathery animalic. It's got attitude. It's still really nice though, in a way. It's got like a niceness to it. It's not like gross. It's not kind of in your face too much. It actually smells like, I don't know, French perfumery went after this. Like, they really have rounded this thing. It glows. You know when a fragrance just has this glow to it, and it's hanging in the air right now, and it's just really, really good, guys. Nice leather fragrance without being annoying. Like, some leathers just really bug me, but this one is like smoothed out as it could get. It's really, really smooth, guys. Smooth and elusive and dimensional. It just has all this dimensionality that you could ask for. Wow. So guys, I went into those first two totally not expecting that, and that just really, wow. I got to smell the dry down of the first one again. Yeah, it's definitely weaker now. Definitely weaker compared to that leather one. So I'm just smelling like a clean kind of linen style of thing, but that opening on the first one was like something to experience. And then this one seems to be drying into a semi-sweet kind of leather, like a little bit of a ripe kind of leather. It's nice though. A slightly animalic, like in a barnyardy kind of way, but not oudy. Yeah, this is a good amount of animalics in here. You guys, if you like that animalic kind of twist, it's leaning on that heavy, especially as it's drying. I like it. It's really good. I actually think I would get that. I have Lone Star Memories, which kind of goes into the cow-ish style, horse kind of smell a little bit. This one is a little bit more multifaceted in what that accord is, like what it's constructed of. It's really, really good. And to say they use a ton of naturals is pretty cool. This is a really, really impressive house so far. Statik Olfactive. Wow. I'm on the third sample. Let's go. We're going to get to the Paul Keller stuff in a second. This is Forbidden Temple. I believe that is Paul Keller. He's the reason that I was really like looking forward to this set. So let's see. This is supposedly a Jasmine Tea fragrance that he made. He's got frankincense in it, apricot jasmine tea. He's got black teas and green teas blended to make this, mirror smooth musks, and it looks like they pride themselves on lots of naturals. 50% of the perfume is apricot jasmine tea. So, yeah, let's see. This is some kind of Chinese homage to some Chinese ancient recipe or something. So let's see. Okay, it's really pretty. Not for me right off the bat. Not something I would wear, but a lot of people will go crazy over this one. A lot of people are gonna, like, especially in the unisex category, if you really like unisex fragrances. Wow. So this reminds me of some of those French perfumery again that are really, really well done. Like, really well done. Yeah, and it says apricot jasmine tea, and I totally get that. The jasmine is that white floral that's going slightly, this one, slightly powdery, slightly indolic. Just a little bit. I get it. Just a little bit. It's still a clean indolic. It's still a clean version of that, but it's there. And it's light and a lot of lift. So I feel like aldehydes, like just, it's got that bright kind of sunshine smell to it. Soft fruitiness that's just padding it just a little bit. It's really nice. So it's this fresh, really bright, zingy kind of thing. Not in a lemony way, but more in like a aldehydic way of fresh, clean air smell. It's beautiful. It's very pretty, and it reminds me of this French style of perfumery. Yeah, Forbidden Temple. The white indolic jasmine, it's not like overly done. It's really, really perfect. I feel like they might have used like a fresh style of floral, like that fresh white floral powdery thing, mixed with this undertone of that slightly gone, slightly fermented jasmine indolic kind of thing. Yeah, so a lot of you guys are really going to love this if you're a jasmine fiend. This is like ridiculously good. It's really, again, it's clear. It's very clear. It's very 4K of a smell. It's clear. It knows, you can pick out kind of all of the dimensions to this and really sink into them. It's not that mess of a fragrance that a lot of things out there are. It's not like it's treading into a generic territory. You know, that generic, clean floral smell? It does that, but it does it really, really well. It does it really well with this execution of fine perfumery. Very fine perfumery. For me, though, it's going to be a pass. Just because of the scent profile, I'm not really going to wear Jasmine Tea fragrance personally that much. I'm in a different mode, different zone. But I tell you something, in the air, it's holding really, really nice. It has like an Eastern vibe to it. Really like the tea vibe to it. Really brings out, it's like this Eastern vibe to it. Really like that. Surprised, the range on that guy, the range on that perfumer is really good. Like, he's also the same guy who made Rhino, and he also put out this Jasmine Tea fragrance we just smelled together. Really, really good. I suggest you guys try it if you like jasmine and tea fragrances. It's really good with a little bit of apricot. Finding Forbidden Love. This is also Paul. Let's see what we got. Great sprayers on these. Great sprayers. Okay, this smells like candy. It smells like candy and florals right off the rip. Let's see what we got here. This is very similar to that last one. When I saw frankincense, I got excited because I thought I was going to get, I don't know, some kind of like Middle Eastern pushed frankincense thing, but I really love how Amouage does their frankincense fragrances. Like, the frankincense note in like Interlude is nuts. I love how Amouage uses that. So when I read frankincense, sometimes I get like that. This has that similar jasmine and Dalek thing again, with that similar kind of white floral tea thing. Definitely fruitier, and I got like candy right off the rip. It reminded me of candy, but I think that's just like fruits and florals coming together to give you this candy kind of thing. It says it has raspberry, a little bit of honey and sandalwood. It says it has frankincense, labdanum, white tea, jasmine, rose, and cypress wood, and white peaches at the top. Yeah, this is another fresh, kind of white floral, clean out the hit it kind of thing, with some fruits and a little bit of this like rose that really props it up. Very light, very easy to wear. I feel like it's definitely going to perform pretty good though. Again, this one's not for me, but if you guys are in the camp for getting like a fresh white florally kind of tea fragrance, it's really nice. It's light. It has a watery feel too, like just a little bit of this fresh kind of watery feel to it. It's good. I just think I would pass on that too. So far, the offerings from Paul Kyler are just like, they're really well done, but for me, that's not what I'm looking for personally. I want more, I don't know, crazy things from him. I want more aggressive stuff right now, just where I'm at. And generally speaking, the last two fragrances, those tea kind of jasmine fragrances, not really for me, not really for my taste, but I could see those really wearing well on so many people. So it's just my opinion right now, guys, for my collection and my kind of spot that I'm in currently. Those are very nice, refreshing, easygoing fragrances they're well done and they're excellent in their execution. So definitely check them out, give them a chance. But for me, I'm going to go get another sample set from this house with some of the more edgy stuff from them, some of the more pushing stuff. Like, so far, my favorite one was the cowboy one. That leathery cowboy one was really a high tier version of that kind of smell. Like, I think some of the best of that style that I've smelled so far. We're going to go with Crème De Menthe Café. So this is a darker fluid here. I read a little bit about the perfumer, which they include the perfumer on the card. Hez Binkovitz, New Orleans native, and he's a gourmand specialist. And when we look at the notes here, as I said before, I would eat all of these notes. It's got brown sugar, cocoa butter, cognac. There's gray ambergris in the base, white musk, coconut all over the place, sweet orange, coffee, rum, boozy, mint chocolate chip, froth cream. Yeah, okay, guys, this is going to be, I kind of have an idea what this is going to smell like just from reading all that. This is going to be a creamy kind of gourmand mint chocolate chip coffee thing, which, sign me up. It's probably going to be the most interesting one. Right in the air, guys, it is a knockout gourmand kind of mint chocolate chip ice cream shop. Right on the strip up close, it's a little bit sweeter, but in the air, it's like this magical gourmand that I can't believe is not in every friggin' Sephora being sold the bestseller. Like, you know what I mean? This is unbelievably, ridiculously good. It kind of reminds me of when you walk into like an ice cream shop and it just has that smell. Mint chocolate chip dominant right in the center. So good though, guys, so good. Wow, it's really photorealistic stuff right here. This is like not a perfume. I don't even smell a perfume right now. I'm not smelling anything that's perfumey in any way. This is like a trick. Like you could spray this in your ice cream shop and their mouths are gonna water. They're gonna think you have this amazing ice cream shop. Mint chocolate chip, not too gross and sweet at all. This is like a natural smelling in the ice cream shop. I do get some of the coffee for sure, but I might have missed that if I didn't read it, to be honest. I don't really pick up on like the coffee. I feel like it's there to darken this, to take that sweetness and balance it just a little bit. It's also kind of airy and like, I want to say powdery, but not powdery in that sense. It has a dryness to it. Really, really good. Wow, mint chocolate chip just done. I've never smelled anything in this realm from a fragrance. This is a true gourmand right here, guys. Crème De Menthe Café. I really love this fragrance. This one's really good. Would I wear this? I'm not really sure, guys. I'm not really sure. It smells like you work in a ice cream shop and you just smell that way. Like when I worked at IHOP, I used to smell like pancakes and syrup forever, right? This is like if I worked in an ice cream shop, I would just smell this way. I would just permeate this awesome, sweet, lactonic ice cream, beautifully done. And the mint, right? It's smoothed out, so smooth, guys. It's really creamy smooth. I think that's what the coconut might be doing. Really unbelievable stuff right here. Wow, 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 really good. I don't know if I would get it, guys. I just don't know if I would want to wear this, but let's see if I reach for this and let's see if I drain this sample. Let's see if I try it. I feel like over the winter it will be really good, but today I'm traveling, guys. I'm going to be on a plane. I'm going down to Florida today. So at the time of shooting this, which I don't know when the video will be out, I'm going to pick one of these to wear for my journey today. And I want to wear that leather one, but I also don't want to be too offensive on the plane. So I'm going to wear Into the Wild. I feel like this is a really good signature all-day scent. I feel like this is a no-brainer. Probably the safest one for a masculine guy who just wants something that smells good from this house. That's just like really easy fragrance to wear. Yeah, and it reminded me of everything I wanted from the Pinewood set and a few things that were in that Pinewood set for sure here. But the quality on this smell, I think, is higher than any of the Pinewood stuff that I tried. Definitely check out those 5 Pinewood videos I did, though. That was a lot of effort, but it was also a lot of value and information. I went over like every fragrance I could get my hands on from them. It was like 20 something or 31 or something like that. So check those videos out too. You're going to get some interesting stuff from that. But this one really immediately reminded me of that because it's got that outside green air. I think this isn't my favorite one from this set today, but it's the most appropriate one to wear today for what I'm doing. So Into the Wild is going on skin. Wow. Yeah, much more green when you spray a bunch of it. Much more green. I'm going to put a little on my wrist here. Wow. So I get this clean laundry smell. A little bit of that cool water vibe. A little bit of that Davidoff cool water vibe in the background. A lot of green Irish tweed in this. It's doing its own thing though, but those are really in the same family in that direction, guys. It's pretty much in the ballpark of that stuff. You got that clean linen vibe, that fresh, semi-sweet thing too. It's not really sweet in a candy way at all. It's more sweet in a powdery way, like a fresh, clean sweetness. Really nice, guys. Really, really good. So Into the Wild, that'll be the scent of the day. I sprayed it all over. Pretty confident with this one. I feel like I could sit next to anybody for any duration of time and just smell like I'm clean. Clean with an outside air kind of twisted in, and you're in trees. Like the greenness of trees is for sure part of this. Really nice, like blue-green kind of fragrance. Anyway, guys, really impressed with this so far. I'm going to have to pick up a lot more from this house. I could tell they are up at that high end of quality. For a $35 sample set, I'm really happy about it. These were a knockout so far. Really good range on them. I'm definitely looking forward to do this again, and I strongly recommend you guys try them. The quality on them, when you smell them, you'll know. Especially if you're a frag head, the quality on these is really good, guys. I'm just putting them back. We're going to put them back where they go, and I'm going to keep this set just like this. I'm going to do a giveaway of this set. One of you guys in my comments, I'm just gonna pick a random one, or maybe I'll have someone else pick it. When I pick it, I'll answer you in your comment. Just send me an email and I'll send you this set. Cool, we'll do that for sure. Let's get it going. Really exciting. I'm going to be getting more of these sets too, so I'll talk to you guys in the comments down below, ask you a few questions in the comments, and let's chat it up. All right, cool. I'll see you guys in the next one.